Let me ask you something, and answer honestly in the comments. Have you ever complimented a woman? She smiled politely, said thank you, and then slowly disappeared from your life. You told her she was beautiful, you meant it, she heard it, and yet nothing changed. Now here's the uncomfortable question most men avoid, backhand index pointing right. What if you're beautiful is actually the reason she lost interest? Think about that, because if compliments were enough, every nice guy would be unforgettable, but they're not. Some men say very little, yet women can't stop thinking about them, not for hours, for days. So what are they doing differently? Tonight, I'm going to reveal 4 compliments that don't boost her ego. They enter her mind, compliments that don't end conversations, they start obsession, and once a woman hears them, she doesn't forget the words, she remembers the man who said them. Warning, but be warned, these are not safe compliments, you can't take them back once you use them. So before we continue, tell me in the comments, speech balloon, what compliment have you used the most, and did it ever actually work? Because after this video, you'll never compliment a woman the same way again. Most men don't realize this, but the problem is not that they compliment women too little, the problem is they compliment them in the most forgettable way possible. If a woman is even slightly attractive, she has already heard the same words again and again: beautiful, pretty, cute, hot, stunning. At first, those words feel nice, but over time, they lose meaning, they don't create emotion, they don't create tension, and most importantly, they don't create curiosity. And here's the part most men never understand: attraction doesn't grow from certainty, it grows from uncertainty, from moments that make her pause, from words that don't fully explain themselves, from feelings she can't immediately label. That's why ordinary compliments often kill attraction instead of building it. They finish the story too quickly, but the compliments you're about to learn do the opposite. They open a psychological loop inside her mind. She doesn't just hear them, she replays them, she wonders about them, and every time she does, she thinks about you. Let's start with the first one. Forbidden compliment number 1, there's something about your energy I can't quite explain. On the surface, this sounds simple, but psychologically, it's extremely powerful. Most compliments give a clear answer: you're beautiful, you're smart, you're funny, clear, predictable, finished. But this compliment gives no clear explanation. When you tell a woman there's something about her energy you can't explain, her mind immediately goes to work. She starts asking herself questions without even realizing it. What energy is he talking about? What did he notice in me? Is it the way I talk, the way I move, the way I react to people? And here's the key, she's not just thinking about herself, she's thinking about how you see her. That's what pulls you into her thoughts. I once watched this happen in real life. A woman walked into a room where everyone was complimenting her appearance. She smiled, said thank you, and kept moving. Then one man casually said, when you walked in, the whole room felt calmer. I don't know why. She stopped, not because it was louder, not because it was flashier, but because it made her feel seen in a way she wasn't used to. That sentence stayed with her for weeks, because every time she thought about it, she wondered what he saw that others didn't. How to use this correctly: timing matters. Never say this immediately after meeting her, it needs context. Use it after she laughs naturally, she tells a story, you notice how she treats others, you feel a shift in the mood around her. You can phrase it like, there's something about how you carry yourself, it changes the vibe. You have a calm intensity one can't put into words. There's something different about your presence. And when she asks, what do you mean? Do not explain, just smile and say, I'm still trying to figure that out. Then stop, her curiosity will do the rest. Forbidden compliment number 2, you seem like someone with stories most people never get to hear. Every woman believes there are sides of her that people overlook: private thoughts, unexpected interests, experiences she rarely talks about. When you say this, you're communicating something powerful without saying it directly. I don't see you as obvious. That alone creates attraction. Psychologically, this compliment works because it touches identity, not ego. You're not praising her looks, you're acknowledging her depth, and once you do that, something interesting happens. She feels an urge to prove you right. She starts opening up, not because you asked questions, but because she wants to match the image you've planted. I remember a man once said to me, You seem like the kind of person who has lived more than people assume. Without realizing it, I started sharing things I rarely talked about. Why? Because I wanted him to understand me better, and once that happens, emotional connection forms naturally. How to use it naturally. Pay attention to contradictions. If she looks confident but mentions insecurity, if she seems social but enjoys solitude, if she jokes but hints at seriousness, that's your moment. Say things like, "You feel deeper than you let on. You seem like someone with chapters people would be surprised by. I get the sense there's more to you than people notice." Then pause, let her choose what to share. That's when attraction shifts from surface to emotional. Forbidden compliment number 3, I can't tell if you'd be really good for me. Or really dangerous. This compliment changes the dynamic completely. Most men put women on a pedestal, they admire, they chase, they seek approval. This compliment does the opposite. It shows interest and self-respect at the same time. You're saying, "I see your appeal. But I'm also evaluating you." That balance is rare, and because it's rare, it creates tension. The word dangerous here isn't negative, it suggests excitement, disruption, impact. It makes her wonder what effect she's having on you. I once heard a man say this after being teased, "You might be dangerous for my peace of mind." That single sentence stayed in my head for days, because it made me question, did I challenge him? Did he like it? Did I affect him more than I realized? Every question pulled my attention back to him. Best time to use it. This works best during playful tension, when she teases you, challenges you, surprises you, shows confidence. You can say, "You might be trouble. I'm not sure if you're a good influence. You're dangerous for my focus." Say it calmly, with curiosity, not arrogance. Delivery matters more than the words. Forbidden compliment number 4, the way you think is different. And I'm not sure if that will inspire me or mess with my head. This is the deepest compliment of all. Most men never compliment a woman's mind, they focus on appearance, style, body language. But when you admire how she thinks, you stand out instantly. This compliment does two things at once. It makes her feel intellectually attractive, it makes her wonder what effect she has on you. It's not "you're smart." It's, "your mind affects me." That's powerful. I remember sharing an unusual idea once. Instead of dismissing it, a man said, "Your brain goes places I'd never think to go." That's either fascinating or dangerous. I felt understood on a deeper level, because he wasn't impressed, he was engaged. When to use it. Save this for real conversations. When she shares opinions, explains passions, thinks differently, challenges your views, say things like, "Your perspective is unsettling," in a good way. "Spending time with you might change how I think. You see things from angles most people miss." Then ask questions, let her expand. That's how fascination grows. The big picture, normal compliments end conversations. These compliments extend them. They don't give answers, they create questions. They don't boost ego, they activate curiosity. They don't make you look desperate, they make you look selective, and most importantly, they shift emotional investment. She starts wondering, thinking, replaying, and every time she does, she thinks about you. Anyone can tell her she's pretty. Very few men make her feel like a mystery worth exploring. That's why these compliments are called forbidden, because once you use them correctly, you can't undo their effect. If this changed how you see compliments, like this video so more men learn what most never will, subscribe for deeper psychology and attraction insights. And comment below, which of these 4 compliments surprised you the most, and which one will you use first, because the moment you stop trying to impress her, and start making her think, is the moment you stop being forgettable.